Are we really calling the episode location, location, location? Do we have to?
We don't have to, but
I mean, but
if
we
you want
kinda
to take
have
the
to.
easy route,
The
yeah,
easy
let's
route
do it.
is what I want. So let's rock with it. All right, welcome on in, folks. Let's continue on here on the Snap Back podcast, where you snap and we snap back. Welcome on in, everyone. For those who do not know, my name is Guest, also known as ItsGuestGaming. I am accompanied here with a very choppy Camden, apparently, here on the stream. Hello, good sir. How you doing today?
Hello, it's me.
Yes, it is you.
No, I'm just
Very
kidding.
good.
Not Adele. My name is Camden.
DMCA.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now you know my damn name. We're best friends. We're no longer stranger danger. I no longer need a safe word. My safe word is null and void for today. So don't worry. We're best friends. Hey, viewers. Oh, what's up, Becky?
You do realize this podcast and
Becky.
half these people can't see shit, right? Okay.
That's okay.
They just can't.
It's all right.
Oh,
They got the Becky.
Fun fact for you. Fun fact for you.
Talk dirty to me.
For those who are watching on the video podcast on YouTube, YouTube changed its policies about profanity. So now you can get away with a little bit more in titles, in thumbnails, in the first 7 seconds, and a whole lot more. So if you're someone who loves YouTube content or makes YouTube content, go check it out, because now, as long as you pass the 7-second threshold, the word fuck is open and available, and you don't have to worry about possibly getting demonetized right away or whatever. They are lessening them tremendously. So I think that works great for us, because we say whatever the hell we want, especially on this kind of an episode, which is a little bit of a fun one. This is a fun episode. This is for those who are listening in, you probably haven't seen me, at least live on stream, because I'm on vacation at the current time that y'all are enjoying this. So I thought, it's vacations.
Lucky.
Let's talk about locations, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. My family is coming to visit down here in Brazil for the first time ever. And I haven't seen my parents in 3 years in person. So I love y'all, but I tell you right now, if this is premiering when it's supposed to premiere, legitimately, I'm on a beach right now. So I love y'all, but just imagine, better yet, don't imagine Guests on a beach. Just imagine that there's this imagine strong guy down on the beach. That's totally that's me. Hair and all. We're gonna talk about location. We're gonna talk about locations, okay? What I want to talk about with these bad boys today is a couple of random things. One, there were changes to how the locations are going to be coming out every single month. Two, some of the locations that are coming out this month, kind of looking at, the decks that we could or gear towards a little bit. We're going to talk about some of our favorites, some of the ones we absolutely freaking despise, and then also what's coming. Because there are some very interesting data mined locations as well, because I'm not scared to talk about data mine anymore because reasons. So we're going to start easy, because if you're listening to this, you've probably seen a couple of the new locations. So some of this might be a little bit older news, but I mainly want to talk about, because we talked about it in the first episode, the 3 new locations. So we're not going to go into crazy detail about how we feel about them. I want to talk about what kind of decks you can use with them. I want to look at the ones that say, you know what, this is a strong ass location, or this location fucking sucks. What are you going to do with it? So let's look at the 3 new ones. And Camden, my theory crafting friend, for Orcus Forge, after you play a card here, add a Sentinel to your hand. For Asteroid M, which is after you play a 3 or 4 cost card, move it here. Or Krakoa, on turn 5, takes over and plays both players' cards for them. What types of decks are you looking in these new locations, or have played, because for some of this will be past tense, for these 3 new locations that are coming to the game first, and then we'll talk about the change with Hot and Featured anyway.
Okay. You said Orcus Forge.
Yes.
After you play a card here, add a Sentinel to your hand.
Yes.
I'm not gonna like this one, but right off the top of the dome, I mean, Devil Dino, Collector, Me personally, I would put a Wong and a Quinjet. Well, of course, Quinjet. But the reason why I'm going to say Wong.
Please don't ever say I'm going to put a Wong. Just please. Can we not go down that path? Please. Please.
My Wong is out.
Oh, no. We're going to switch the video over to me just in case. It's not that kind of monetization, okay, sir. It's just words. It's just words.
It's just words. It really is. That Wong. All right. So the reason why I'm going to say Wong is because me personally, I love to beef up a Devil Dino. I love to beef up a collector. And on turn, if I have multiple instances to play down this horrible card called a Sentinel that they give me, and I want it to maximize my value in any possible way, I'm going to throw that big old hunk of lug right onto a Wong, and I'm going to get all those collector points. I'm going to get all those Devil Dino points, and I'm going to enjoy myself, because with Quinjet, it's going to cost one. Just one. One is the loneliest. No, just one.
Damn.
And so I'm going to have a lot of other, right?
Damn it,
I don't sound anything like them, dude. I don't sound anything in this less than 3-second clips, bro.
It's
I have
a compliment.
Voice. They're
it's
not
a compliment.
Talk dirty to me.
No.
I like to I like to boost all of them up. Damn it, let me boost them up. So that's probably an outside the box thing that I would bring a Wong.
I like it.
I'd bring a Wong.
I like it.
Yeah. Now,
Orcus.
Asteroid M.
Yeah.
It's
a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Okay, Asteroid M. Hold on. 3 or 4 cost cards. Move it here.
Because I teased in the first in episode 1 the idea of Vulture. I just think that it's a free 3/8 card at that point. Put it on the one side,
Okay.
slides on over, boom, it's a 3/8. And what's nice is you can't Shang-Chi that shit.
I'm gonna go for the other spectrum. I'm gonna go for the defensive plays, the ones that you are going to prohibit any other play that they do. Okay. Or you're going to, add power as they try to add power. Me personally, I'd use either a Kingpin, for obvious reasons, a Craven. I'd throw down a Craven on that location, so I'm always topped up, always looking my best.
Nice.
In my, and I would also, let me think. I would Professor X the crap out of that location. I would just Professor X it. Just nobody gets there. Nobody.
Just go straight up defense and saying, yeah, about that. No. Like, nobody gets
your cards aren't going to be moved. Nothing. Your strategy that you had, just throw it out the window. That's me personally, because I don't really care for Asteroid M. I would play it defensively. But if you are a lover of move mechanics, then of course go with Vulture.
Okay.
Krakoa,
and we all know that you love
right?
Krakoa. We all know that how lovingly passionate you are about having your cards played for you. So, as someone who just loves every bit of it, what are you doing?
Okay. If I have to.
You do. You have no choice.
Probably okay. You know what? If you have the season pass of Nimrod, Nimmy, throw in a Nimrod, a Wolverine, an Ebony Maw. Yeah, I threw you for a loop on that one, huh? The Ebony Maw. Reason why is because I want you to throw down that Ebony Maw, take away a lane that Mr. What's his name? Krakoa can throw. You're just going to say, hey, you can only work within this. No longer do you have a 33% chance of playing it here because I just negated that. No, I'm gonna make you play what I want you to play. Now I have a 50% chance of playing said whatever. Okay, wherever.
I'm here for it. I like that idea of locking down Ebony Maw or try to ramp into Professor X for the same reason. Just lock down the lane so the land can't get there. That's nice.
Exactly. And, Wong Destroyer Nimrod, like throw out a Wong, throw out make another Wong, Mystique it, whatever. And you have that Nimmy, the Timmy out there, and then Destroyer will do the rest. Destroyer's going to come down, destroy everything numerous times, and then Nimrod's going to go... And then, you just now negated that stupid Krakoa on turn 5 that you're going to probably run into. And plus, it's a fun little strategy to do anyways. And Wolverine, obviously. Throw in Wolverine, and, you got a 2-cost card that's going to, multiply its power. Yeah, it's going to explode and then rearrange its organs back into shape. And then, hello, me again. And I love it.
Why did you say that like Edna Mode? And rearrange its organs into shape. Like, you had a little bit of an Edna Mode thing going on right there. I know my Edna Mode, damn it. I know what it sounds like.
I can do some Edna Mode if you want me to.
I don't want you to. That's why I'm critiquing you, damn it. I'm telling you, I love you. I love you. Just stick to you. Look, I'm in the same boat, though. Hold on, though. I want to comment on Krakoa, though, because I'm very much so in the same boat as you. I like the play that you're considering with Ebony Maw tremendously, because the lane lockdown strategy, I think, is going to be tremendous. In the same way that I think that you should be playing Silver Surfer decks that weekend, because you get that Brood out and just have it go bananas in that lane early on, put literally anything in that lane, and life is hunky-dory. I was suggested a deck yesterday that immediately made me say, this is the deck I'm going to run for that specific hot location. And it's a hybrid of Silver Surfer and Cerebro. And it's a brilliant deck that really can play itself really easily. Another great card I'm going to throw in there for you is going to be Invisible Woman, to restrict whatever it decides to play, and then have it be in an order that wouldn't affect or damage you necessarily until the very end. So if it does pull out that, key turn 6 card that you didn't want it to play, but it did anyway, because you're trying, let's say, for example, a Silver Surfer style deck, well, okay, at least it's going to wait now until the very end. So I really like the Ebony Maw play, maybe for that ongoing armor destroyer build, just crank 4 cards into there in 3 turns, lock down a lane, and then you don't even have to worry about Professor X technically. Just a straight up Spectrum ongoing would even probably do very similarly. I think Krakoa, as annoying as it will be for you, will actually be a very easy one to play around. Because
also, can I throw this one out there?
Yeah, go.
I also want to throw out there the last season MODOK, guys. If you destroy all the cards that you can, there's only one other play, Apocalypse, or blah 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 blah. That's an easy one to play too. I didn't want to give a shout out. I just wanted to play something that maybe some people aren't really thinking about. Locking down a lane and then blah blah blah. But you could play a lot in Krakoa. There's a lot that you can do, definitely. Now, may I go to negative?
The negative zone or Mr. Negative?
Yeah, negative zone.
Yeah,
are you there?
Negative zone? Yeah, go for it.
And I'm not there anymore. All right, cool. Fix this. Come on, little Timmy. All right.
The negative zone? Go for it.
Can I go into negative zone? All right, negative zone. Everybody knows, well, if you're familiar with me, I love Hazmat. I'm going to say Hazzy, because she's a baddie. And Debris. And Cage. If you've got a Cage, great. Debris, absolutely fantabulous, because, you could throw a couple rocks out there. And if you got Cage, it just hurts everybody. It's a good time. Now, there are some different variations that I want to throw out there, simply because we were just talking about how, hey, I'm going to just give you one, or I'm going to give you multiple different instances. I would love to give you multiple different instances on negative zone. Colossus, Viper, Hood, that would be absolutely amazing as well. Colossus, because you can't move him, you can't destroy him, and you can't take his power down. So that's an
Yep.
obvious play. 2, 3, and Negative Zone takes away your power by 3. So essentially, you are playing a 2/6 card there. Okay. Hood is a -2, so essentially you're going to be playing a -5 and then putting a +5 or a +3, which is just going to be a 0 with Viper. Those two
Yeah.
strategies are fantastic. You can lock down that lane. They won't even want to play in it. Here's another one. This one is actually one of my favorites. Okay. It is on turn 5. Turn 6 is when you are going to maximize your value from said Negative Zone. You have Goblin, Moon
Yes.
Girl, and Quinjet. Me
Nice.
personally, I love throwing goblins out because, Goblin Gang is so good.
Yeah.
If you play Clash Royale, then Goblin Gang is awesome. But um, picture this. Okay, you have your Quinjet down. You just played Moon Girl. You now have access to two different types of goblins. You have the 3 goblin, the green goblin, whichever. And then you have the hobgoblin. Then you have multiple instances of either hobgoblin or green goblin. Both of them, you are going to have one, and then one for a lower cost. You could play turn 5 as hobgoblin, the 5 cost one, and then on turn 6 you can play hobgoblin plus another card, which is a 2 cost card, depending on your variation of ongoing cards that you do have. It is so satisfying to throw multiple goblins in the direction. I mean, you play the 4 cost goblin
Yeah.
and you play the 2 cost goblin all at the same time on turn 6. And previously you just threw a hobgoblin out there. It is just mwah. And then when you win that way, it is just like they've never seen it. And they just
Yeah.
give you all the thumbs up and you feel good about yourself. Go play, have some fun.
I'm gonna throw a slightly cheeky variation in there that I don't know if you've
Ooh.
done before, but I had done to me one time, and it left just an awful impression because it was so damn good. They proceeded to play out a combination of Hazmat Beast Hazmat on 2, 3, 4. On 5, they played Iron Man. And then on 6, they played Mystique for their side and then Vipered one of the 2 over to double the negative up that land. And it was so damn smart. I was like, the world needs to know this idea. Now, you basically run a hazmat deck on the negative location and you're going to be the most satisfied. Elysium with 1 cost removed off of everybody. I mean, to be completely honest, just run your deck. Run your favorite deck. All of it's just going to happen. Everyone's been electro ramped. Have fun. It's just everybody have a whole lot of fun. Do your thing.
Hold
your thing.
Hold on. Elysium allows you to have some instances that are a little dope. All right, so I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the Electro Bounce. Have you ever heard of the Electro Bounce?
Yes. Yes, I have.
So I absolutely love bounce decks. I'm going to give a shout out to Bude again. Bude, you're beautiful. If you love your Viper, or if you've never played with Viper, maybe there is a reason to today. If you're just now watching this on Elysium or whatever, but Elysium is going to allow you to bounce that over to their side after beasting it back onto your side and then playing again. So you are now bouncing said card over and over again in order to gain a whole bunch of energy and restrict them. When you throw it over with Viper, you're going to restrict them and they can only play 1 card at a time while you get to do whatever it is that you want to do. 9 times out of 10, they're going to retreat and they're going to hate you. But when they don't and they feel like they got it, whatever cards you want to play after, the world is your oyster. Have some fun. Take the initiative to do things outside your norm and come up with some crazy combinations. I want to hear about them in the chat. That's what I want to
Yeah.
hear. I want to hear all your
Yeah.
crazy combinations.
I
Have
think
fun. Don't
for
play the same deck. Just have fun. Go do some shit.
well, it's going to be an easy one to climb on. 24 hours of just like sit
Hands down.
down and absolutely decimate with the deck you absolutely know inside and out. But at the same time, yes, I'll agree. That's a great call that the Beast Bounce style of decks is going to be super strong. Super, super strong because of very specific cards like Iceman, Mantis, Yondu. They're going to absolutely ruin the opponent and throw Collector, and then life is golden at that point. For me, that's just going to be a play it as is because I need a break, because I need to theory craft on Kamartaj, where Kamartaj with the on reveal effects being happening twice at that location. I think that it very much so is speaking to the current season pass of taking advantage of Arnim Zola and Nimrod, or Destroyer and Nimrod, either or. Just destroying everything on the battlefield multiple times, mow everything over, and they'll multiply like weeds. I think that one presents probably the most appropriately thematic deck to the season pass, like location wise. It will give you the most chance to take advantage of the season pass. And I think that you probably should, to be honest. But then you get Project Pegasus at one point and you go, okay, everybody's going to end up with an unnecessary ungodly amount of energy. And this is actually the one I'm least excited for because of the current meta. The current meta is very much so Lockjaw. And this is just another reason to play it. And this is coming from someone who loves his Thanos Lockjaw deck. I love it. But now you're going to have another way to put down one of those big cards easier. And to be honest, it should probably be Giganto, because now you have a real easy guaranteed way to get that card out there. A lot of people don't like to play Giganto because you can't play it as an emergency out. This land gives you that flex opportunity with all of that energy to do so. And I think that this one is, for Project Pegasus, the one I'm not looking forward to the most anymore. The more I sat down and I'm thinking about how are people going to play into this, and what's the landscape going to feel like? What's the number one deck people are going to think about is, oh, I have more energy. I can play more big cards. More big cards equals Lockjaw decks. Got it. That's what I'm playing. And that's going to translate to an ungodly amount of Leech. Leech on turn 1. Just let that linger for a second. Feel the vomit. Leech on turn 1. Is this what we want? So, because that's going to happen, I will not be playing a Lockjaw deck. I will straight up be playing a Patriot deck that entire day, nonstop. Because you are going to be, you know that animation that Leech does with his hand and it just goes like, whoa, and then everything disappears? Mm-hmm. It's actually going to come from the bottom of the screen out your phone. It's now going to be a fist, and it's going to find different orifices that you have never experienced before. Because it's going to happen even more than it already does. It's so bad.
Okay. So, I hear you.
I hope so.
I hear you. But there's another card that is going to love your Leech that I think that a lot of people forgot about. No.
Better.
Well, yeah,
Infinite's great, man, with Leech. I love Infinite. Yeah. Bring that shit on all day. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. No, I agree. But remember, there's another card that got a hard nerf early on. And yeah, that's another reason why Leech is so prevalent right now. And that is Leader. So if you bring your Leader and they bring their Leech, congratulations. Playing field is evened out. For the most part, yes. Yes. Think about it.
You've only got like a 50% chance, though, to make that right. So,
You
here,
have
you know what?
probably a less percentage chance.
I'm going to
actually.
intentionally be toxic just because it's you, okay? So here's what we're going to tell everybody.
Yeah.
If you're going to be that Boboski Wattentwat that has decided to play Leech on turn 1 or 2 because Project Pegasus pops up and you're going to be like, I'm going to play Leech. Yeah. If they play that shit in the first lane, you can't leader it.
Correct.
So, bye-bye leader strategy.
Yeah, but not too many people.
Yeah, but
are
not too
cognizant
many
of
people.
that.
They're going to hear this shit and they're going to say, oh, that's a smart idea. I'm toxic. I'll do it.
It's gonna work more often than not.
You let me know how that goes. I want to know. I want to know how many times during that featured location you successfully leader the leech to benefit you.
I'm not. Me personally, I'm not playing that at all.
Then shut the fuck up. My God.
Come on, let me have my freaking fun. Jesus.
Your version of fun is just play hazmat until you get dizzy yourself because you've been huffing inside her mask. That's your version of fun.
You know what? You know what? That mask does wonders. Hazzy, you're still a baddie, baby.
It's Hazzy, not hazy. Okay, it's difference. There's a big difference there. All right.
Yeah, and Hazzy's a baddie.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Otherwise, we're gonna be here for 4 hours. So, real quick, rapid fire round. Pew, 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 pew,
okay.
Pew, 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 pew. No, just pew, 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 pew. I can't even do it with a straight face. All right.
Morse code.
Basically, in the current game, not datamined. We'll talk about those. In the current game.
Okay. Yeah.
3 favorite locations and 3 most hated locations. Go.
Oh, Weird World, can't stand that mother for alligator. TVA, can't stand that. The TVA, get your ass out of here. Nobody liked you anyway. You know what? I don't like Dream Dimension 2. Fuck out of here, Dream Dimension.
Oh my God, that's annoying as hell. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's a good one. I did not think about Dream Dimension. You are 100% right there. That one.
Now
sucks.
that was just off the top of the dome. There's so many others. I fucking hate Lamentus. You know, well, I don't really hate it. I just can't stand it. But yeah, you know, there's plenty of honorable mentions. Okay, and ones that I absolutely love: Elysium, Carmitage. I don't like Project Pegasus whatsoever.
Yeah. It's a meh.
And any other ones? Oh, Nova Roma.
Oh yeah, just a free card. Here you go. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a simple land, you know. Oh, welcome to Nova Roma. It sounds like an Italian ski resort. Welcome to Nova Roma. Here's a free card.
It is.
Like,
ta-da!
Yeah. I'm gonna throw 3 that just make your blood curdle. All right. I agree with you with Weird World. That's number 1. For me, I hate Weird World. Number 2, District X.
Oh yeah, I hate that motherfucker.
Replace the entire deck with 10 new cards. Screw you.
Fuck off.
Number 3. Sokovia. Discard a card from each player's hand. Because how many times have you had, I have this setup. Snap. Turn 2. Sokovia. Buy important card. Retreat. Like, it's just, I have cursed that land. Here's the thing. I've cursed that land more times than I wish to even count. Because it's one thing that I really do think the game knows when you're trying a new deck combination. Because within the first 2 games of you trying a brand new deck, you pull Weird World or District X almost without fail. Almost without fail. It's like, ooh, a new card, a new deck. All right, first location. Inverts it and like I don't even want I if it's a brand new like shiny card,
take it.
Yeah, I have done that on that location when it's on location 1 when I have a brand new card because I don't want them to get that brand new card I want my brand new card. It's why I'm playing the deck. Let me play my deck. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. I'm going to throw in a wild card, though, of Baxter Building. Baxter Building, which is the one which only gives, whoever's winning this location +3 power at all the others. The reason I don't like it is because on the PC client, the sound to it is broken, and it just keeps doing.
I turned it off.
Oh my God, fix it. Yes. I have been out of the match, gone into deck building, and still had the game go at random moments. I hate
Tell me why you're mad.
I'm mad because my ears are just confused. They are just straight up confused. Fix it, please. Please. Okay? So that's what I don't like. That's always easy because it's a way more fun to talk about. Ones that I absolutely love. Number 1 is a recent one, Altar of Death. Toss a card here, destroy it, get +2 energy your next turn. The strategy piece in that, when it's not a featured location, the strategy piece in that completely changes the match in such an amazing way that it's refreshing. Because now you can play your deck a way you weren't going to beforehand that will amplify and ramp at a cost rather than just electro and hope for the best. I love that land. It's just, it's a really entertaining play for me. Whenever we get that one, it's a really entertaining play. Number 2, Bar Sinister. I think everybody loves Bar Sinister in some way, shape, or form. After you play a card here, it fills it up with all copies of the card. I love this land, especially if you can time it right on turn 5 with specifically Lizard and Venom. If you get Bar Sinister to play Lizard down first, it copies all the lizards. Then you play Venom simultaneously on turn 5, and it eats all of that. Now it's 16. It's made 16 powered Venoms that just all eat itself, and now you've got a 64 powered Venom there. It's such a nice... Yeah, for 5 cost. Exactly. It's such a fun combo to get happen, if you get it to happen. Last one, which also very similarly to Altar of Death that I absolutely love, is Sinister London. Because now you're playing the game of RNG and you're playing percentages. Okay, if I play this here, this location has 3 spots left. This location has 2 spots left. I have a 40% chance right now to get it where I need it. So let me play another card, but not duplicate it in the middle land. And you just start playing this control game while playing a double up game. And it's so much fun. It just makes the whole match feel invigorating because they're going through the same stat lines and trying to figure it out, and you're trying to play to it, not just in one location, but with an RNG on 2. And I love it. I love it. I love it. The asterisk I'm going to throw into here of most loved locations is specifically just to piss you the fuck off, and that's Ego. You snap on Ego, I will not let you live this down. You snap on Ego, you snap on Ego, you snap on Ego, you snap on the Ego waffle, damn it. Every time.
Fuck Ego. I had to slow that down for you. I had to slow it down, and now I'm going to speed it up. Man, motherfuck Ego. I absolutely hate Ego.
I will say, though,
you don't snap on Ego.
You always do. But I will say, though, when you break it down slower, the spaces go in the wrong places, and it just turned into fucky go. So that's how I heard it. And it was way more entertaining. But I digress. Okay, last thing, because I know you have a time constraint today. Last thing here.
That I do.
Is I want to talk a little bit about the datamined locations and just kind of vomit them out. But I also want to acknowledge that we're talking about the locations and that they changed the featured and the hot locations to now both be 50% chance to appear. So first off, I don't need on my kitchen table a container that says salt and then a container that says sodium. Just call them hot locations.
Right? You got me with that.
It's true, though. I don't need both.
Sodium.
You don't. It's the same damn thing. It's a new location. Okay, so it's a new hot location or a hot new location.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
yeah.
but
sure.
A hot featured location. No, there is no hot and then also featured. No, just make them the same thing, okay? But either way, they both now are going to be 50% chances to appear on all games rather than the 60 and the 40 that they were at. I don't know if this was a needed change. The needed change was for only 24 hours. I like that. They switched it down from 48 on some of them to now 24. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. I think that's perfect huge amount fan. Of timing. Huge fan. Thumbs up. Woohoo, second dinner. Da, 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 like celebrations, symbols, carousels,
I can afford to log out for a day. Yeah. I can afford to log out for a day.
I like that. I like what they did there. No one ever wants to experience 48 hours of Plunder Castle ever the fuck again.
Ever.
So
no, ever.
No, ever. So I'm happy they did that. 24 hours. Here's a new location. Enjoy it. Shiny business. Moving on. But when they bring these new ones to them, now with these 24-hour progressions, some of these are going to be amazing 24 hours. And some of these are going to make you just cry. Just straight up cry. So I'm a vomit these new locations out to you. You haven't seen this list. These are 11 new locations that are in datamined. Okay. I'm going to say the location. Ready. I want you to give me a one-word response on reaction to the location. One word. That's it. Okay.
All right.
Number one.
That's it.
Counter Earth. After you play a card here, create a copy at this location.
Genius.
Crystal Towers. Immediately shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 3 cards.
Discard that.
Genosha. You can move cards to this location.
At any point in battle?
Yep. You can move cards to this location.
Yes. Fun. Yep.
Flip it. Madripoor. I'm probably butchering it, but Madripoor. I probably typed it wrong. It's a D or an F. I have no idea. You know, I got fat fingers. Okay, so it's just sure. Gotcha. I have a D and an F on my little, notepad here. Okay, so I don't know which button it was or wasn't or both. It could be neither. It could be Maripor for all I know. I don't know. Either way, the mother that's not rich, that one. Yeah. You can move cards from this location.
I'm gonna have fun. Yeah, that's. I mean, both of those are so. Yeah, great. Okay. Love it.
This one I'm excited to hear. Mother Mold. When you play a card here, add a Sentinel to your hand. Your hand. That's the face of like, oh, my theory crafting brain just kind of wet itself.
It really just wet itself. Like legit.
Yeah.
To be continued. To be continued. TBC.
Mount Wundagora. After you play a card here, discard a card.
Oh, that a lot of people are gonna have a lot of fun with that. Me personally, no. That's my safe word.
Yes. Pet Mansion. Pet Mansion.
Pet Mansion. Pet Mansion.
Yes.
All right.
That's by the way, Pet Mansion. It sounds like it's like a third-party kids app, or something that should end in the word hub. One of the two, and like nothing in between. But let's see if they actually bring this one to fruition. Pet Mansion. This turn, all cards must be played here.
It's the same shit as the other one.
You've really narrowed it down when there are 109 locations. You know that, right?
I don't know. No, I don't know. There's 109?
Surprise. There are, 109. With Pet Mansion, on the turn, basically when it appears, you can only play your cards there. Okay. Yeah. On this turn, all cards must be played here.
Yeah, no, whack.
Pleasant Hill.
Just whack.
Pleasant Hill. Again, another hub. After you play a card here, draw a card.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I need more of it. Can anybody talk to me about... No. There's only one... Nope. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to ruin it for everybody. I just want to play somebody with it. Yeah. I just want to just... Yep. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Okay. All right, Molly Shannon. Tahiti. Tahiti. When a card is discarded or destroyed, add a copy here.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Very, right?
That's nasty.
I hope that one shows up because that's going to be
That's a cube
nuts.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cubes.
That's a cube
everybody's
right?
hitting the snap button. Yeah.
Cubes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The sandbar.
Okay.
Cards with abilities can't be played here.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's snap. I'm loving it. Oh, copyright.
Yeah. Full on.
It is skintimate.
Yeah.
Not.
That is. Yeah. That one's going to be interesting. That one intrigues me actually the most, especially given everything going on with Leech. Transia, which I don't think is coming to the game. I think this one has basically shown up here in different ways. Transia, swap the positions of each location. On its appearance,
like
swap the positions.
Okay.
It kind of, yeah. It's like kind of like a Quake, kind of like a Tillin. No,
it's
not a Tillin. The other one.
1 and 3.
Yeah.
It's not going to make any difference. It's between 1 and 3. If you lose a card, you lose a card. It's not going to make or break your build,
right?
In my opinion.
Last one, Utopia. On turn 4, cards can move here.
As opposed to a 6. I like it. I like it. I don't love
Only
it.
Turn 4. Only turn 4.
Only turn 4. I'm trying to think. All of the 1, 2, 3 plus the 4s because you can ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. It's got
like that
little hidden potentials in there. So
yeah.
It's hiding. That's all. Just hiding. I think out of all of them, out of that entire collection list, if there's one I wanted to have come to the game right away, it was probably the very first one. Counter Earth. Play a card here and create a copy at this location. I think that presents a very unique strategy because it's basically taking the same kind of restriction as you would see with Raptor lands, where you're basically only got 2 lanes. And then cracking it because it can be something absolutely crazy that you're deciding to dupe into 2 different locations.
Yeah.
Because first thing that popped in my head when I read that one was Arnim Zola, and just watching the chaos ensue of a double Zola going just eating up everything.
Ping pong.
Yeah. Full on ping pong moment again, which always ends up being fun with the right ramping.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
That one's a lot of fun. The one I wouldn't want to come to the game was probably just the weird ass Crystal Towers, where it's literally just what Crystal does. Just shuffle the cards into your deck right away and draw 3 cards. I don't think there's any reason for that. We already have a Tillin, which does that on after turn 3. We already have Crystal.
Yeah.
That's basically it. So, all right. Look, the locations, there are a lot of great locations in the game. And I wanted this episode to just be kind of a little bit lighthearted. I wanted us to have a good time with it. Look at some things that could be coming to the game, things that are currently coming to the game, synergies that are coming to the game because of these featured hot, salty sodium locations. Look,
salt and sodium. Yeah, I love it.
It's one of the most important aspects of the game that doesn't get talked about enough. Because if you played the same deck over and over and over without featured locations, you'd be bored as all hell. I can speak from experience on this because I used to do the same with what we'll call a 5-card deck. So now the locations take your 12 card deck and give you endless possibilities of how to play it and how to play against it. Locations are fun. And I hope that you guys just enjoyed this little bit more of a lighthearted episode, because I know we had a lot of very passionate things we needed to talk about in the last few episodes, because I thought that they were very important for us to talk about and get off our chest right away. So that way, when we come back towards the end of March and we say, here's what's coming to the game, by then we should have new updates of series cards dropping. We should have the official words, and maybe we'll get some data mine information about potential bundles coming in April and all of this. And look, there's a lot to look forward to. These are just the first couple of episodes, and I just wanted to have fun with this one because it's silly, but it's so important at the same time, because the locations make this game, and they're so forgotten about, so they deserved a little bit of love from Camden and me. You have any questions, comments, concerns, inquiry, song lyrics, good sir?
No. You know what? I think this was absolutely what I needed. I do want to get into some more theory crafting.
Yes.
Later on in episode 4,
I like it. Theory
yes.
crafting. Okay.
Yeah, that just sounds. Oh, guys, I hope you're ready, because we're gonna throw some shit your way. That's all I got to say.
Again, new definition of hit monkey. And on that note, thank you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today here on the Snap Back podcast, where you snap and we snap back. My name is Guest, also known as ItsGuestGaming. That's Camden. Find us on all of the social things that have the things that have people. You've heard a couple episodes. You know where to find us. We'll see y'all there.
Peace, love, and corn grease. Becky, I'm coming home. By the way, my name is Camden. Yeah, we're just going to leave it with that. I like that.
Way to butcher the ending.
No, fuck that. We're just gonna leave it. Yeah, no, that was just perfect though. with that,
yeah.
The leg up and everything. Oh, that was perfect. No, fuck it. We're leaving it at that.
Those pants were fire.